I speak about the game of football. I fell in love with the game of football, Sam, at 6 years old. And
Uh-oh, here
I
come the
get
waterworks.
emotional talking about it because of situations like this. My civil rights were taken, were
Don't do it.
messed with in high school
Don't
over
do
the
it.
color of my skin. And now being able to play 14 years in the National Football League, to have something like this of a leader. We talk about leadership. We give guys these big
I'm
contracts
finna hide my
because
face,
they want to
y'all.
be able to lead 70.
I'm finna hide my face. I can't do it. I'm embarrassed. Why was the motherfucker can't deal, man? Sheldon Vibes in this thing. I'm talking about, listen, if you ain't subscribed to the channel by now, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and tap that notification bell as well. That way, you are amongst those who are notified as soon as I release new content. Also, don't be shy. Let me know who you is in the comment section. That way, I can familiarize myself with you and recognize who you are as we are reacting to these videos. Today, we have Jon Gruden, the head coach of the Raiders. He has some leaked racist emails, homophobic, misogynistic, anti-woman, all this other type of stuff. A whole lot of emails that he has offended a whole lot of different communities, a whole lot of different groups, man. But that's not what we came here to address wholeheartedly. We came here to address Randy Moss. Now, I've been seeing that he has been crying over such statements and allegations of leaked emails and things of this nature. Now, me personally, I have an opinion about athletes, big bulky guys like Terry Crews who are beaten into submission. But before I get off into that, I'm gonna let this video play itself, and we're gonna see what old Randy Rand talking about in this goddamn in this video. So let's see what's going down. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think.
And on to Las Vegas, the site of Justin Fields' NFL start today, his first since being handed the keys to the car that is the Chicago Bears season by Matt Nagy this week. The opponent, the Raiders, coming off a loss on the field and some turmoil off of it. According to the Wall Street Journal this week, an NFL investigation regarding workplace misconduct within the Washington football team uncovered an offensive email sent in July of 2011 from Jon Gruden to then general manager Bruce Allen. In the correspondence, Gruden referred to NFLPA executive director DeMaurice Smith with a racial trope, saying, quote, DeMaurice Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires, end quote, in the midst of frustration over the NFL lockout while working for Monday Night Football. Jon Gruden told...
That boy say he had the lips the size of Michelin tires, bro. I'm weak as hell. I'm weak as hell is what I am. Now this shit is funny. I ain't lying. This shit funny to me. I ain't saying he right. You know what I'm saying? I'm black, so, and I'm damn sure not no coon. I just thought this shit was funny. I would have said this shit to one of my homeboys here.
Jon Gruden told ESPN that he did not recall writing the email, but has since apologized to Smith and to his team. The NFL released a statement condemning the comment, saying the email from Jon Gruden denigrating DeMaurice Smith is appalling, abhorrent, and wholly contrary to the NFL's values. Let's get to Chris Mortensen and Adam Schefter for more on this situation with Jon Gruden. What do you have for us?
Yeah, Sam, I did speak with Jon Gruden Friday evening, and he did express his remorse again about his words concerning Smith. Now, he also confirmed to us that he did disparage NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell with a profane description among the several emails that the league has turned over to the Raiders, including owner Mark Davis. Gruden told me, he said he was in a bad frame of mind at the time about the lockout. That was 2011. He felt like the lockout was keeping players and coaches from doing the things they love. He also was on a mission for high school football, thought some of the safety concerns and the rhetoric that was being expressed were keeping parents from sending their kids to play football. And he said, again, he was just in a bad frame of mind. It was not a good time for him, but nevertheless did not excuse his remarks.
I'm in a bad frame of mind every goddamn day, every single day. So, no, that does not excuse your remarks, you fucking bigot.
He said,
I ain't
concerning
surprised,
DeMaurice
though.
Smith, Adam.
And more after talking to a number of people around the league inside the Raiders locker room, there were a wide range of opinions. One person said it was a quote unquote huge issue. Another person said he would be surprised if there weren't discipline taken against Jon Gruden in one form or another. Jon Gruden, of course, did address his team on Friday morning, apologized to them. One of the African-American players came over to him, gave him a hug after, and said, "We understand and we are here to..."
Stop! Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about that. What? Man, shut the fuck up. Why was that even important? What? Oh my, listen to what he just said. Why do they play on our emotions like this? Because they know y'all asses are emotional. They know y'all black ass is emotional, man. One of the African American players came over and gave him a hug and told him we understand. Man, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody care about that.
Be surprised if there weren't discipline taken against Jon Gruden in one form or another. Jon Gruden, of course, did address his team on Friday morning, apologized to them. One of the African-American players came over to him, gave him a hug after, and said, "We understand and we are here to focus on the game Sunday. Let us know if there's anything that you can do." But that was certainly not the majority of the opinions. The opinions were a wide-ranging number of them, but many people angered and very upset by the email that was uncovered now 10 years later. More.
Yeah, the issue of league administering discipline, which they admit they're exploring those options, it could include putting some pressure on Mark Davis, the Raiders owner, to take some action. But as one owner and one longtime team executive told me, he said, it's a little tricky here in terms of discipline because he was not an NFL employee at the time he sent those emails. He was actually working for ESPN as an analyst, as you know, Sam.
Yeah, guys, the whole thing very upsetting. As the guys just explained, obviously there are going to be a lot of different responses, even within that own locker room, of guys that have had different experiences with Jon Gruden and different life experiences behind
Randy.
all this. Randy, if you were in the Las Vegas Raiders locker room today,
let's see,
how would this impact you?
Well, first of all, playing for 14 years, I'm very hurt by what I'm hearing coming from a guy like Jon Gruden, where he's done so much for the game of football. But as a player going out to...
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here you go. Ah, man, I smell it coming up off him. Boy, you just a whipped ass. You was a whipped ass, boy.
For 14 years, I'm very hurt by what I'm hearing coming from a guy like Jon Gruden, where he's done so much for the game of football. But as a player going out today, the Raiders are coming off a loss. And it's hard for us. Y'all know as a coach and as players, y'all know throughout the week how hard it is to get back on track coming after a loss or even a win, just preparing each and every week. And now we have a bump in the road from leadership, coming from above from our head coach. So how can we focus going into a game where we're uncertain where this is going or what direction?
Is this how he sound? Is that his accent for real? Or is this man trying to sound a certain way for television or something? I might have to go back and check out some of his other interviews because I don't know.
Our team is going in. And you heard Adam Schefter talking about the one black player. Well, you don't want to say his name because he's totally wrong, and this is not understanding the magnitude of something like this. We're going into the 21st century.
The magnitude. Hold on, let me bag Randy Mouse up, man. This nigga here. I'm trying to be careful with my words, but dude sounded like a real coon right now.
Our head coach. So how can we focus going into a game?
I am not. It ain't about his accent. It's not about his accent. Let me be perfectly clear. It's about the situation at hand, first of all, because he's crying about some racist ass comments that a white man done made. Suck it up. Suck it the fuck up, bro. This shit is this happens. Why you crying? We ain't witnessed the crying yet, so I don't know if he literally cried or not. But so far he doing a whole lot of crying. But anyway, I'm just saying why you so hurt about it? I wouldn't be the least bit of surprised if I was him, man. You's a big black man. You've been around in the NFL. I'm sure it's a bunch of shit that you could tell us this didn't happen more than some fucking emails, I'm sure.
And now we have a bump in the road from leadership coming from above from our head coach.
I had to bring
so
it
how
back.
can we focus going into a game where we're uncertain where this is going or what direction our team is going in? And you heard Adam Schefter talking about the one black player. Well, you don't want to say his name because he's totally wrong, and this is not understanding the magnitude of something like this. We're going into the 21st century, okay?
No shit.
And instead of us moving forward, we're moving backwards. And I really don't know what percentage of the National Football League is black, but I know it's over 50%, 60, 70%. Okay? And I know we generate a whole lot of money for this National Football League. And for you to hear Adam Schefter talking about some discipline or some discipline from Al Davis, the clock is ticking. We are watching to see what the National Football League is going to do about this because like I just said, we're trying to move forward going into the to the 21st century with the National Football League. And you talking about the kids from 10, 15 years from now that's going to come into the league. What is this showing them? If they're coming in to try to keep this National Football League going, generating all this money and being this good entertainment
What are you
for our
talking
country,
about?
where are we headed? So today, going against the Bears, this locker room, Sam, is totally divided. Because it's time and time again, we got to continue to hear about race. Y'all sit up here and me here talk year in and year out about the brotherhood, okay? I really appreciate the brotherhood because it helps me gain and have relationship with guys that I would have never have met in my whole lifetime. That's what the National Football League gave me. But for us to go with the move from Oakland to Las Vegas, 10, 11, 15, I don't care when it is. You have a leader of a organization that's leading a group of men from different walks of life, of different nationalities.
How many minutes we in? Okay, we 5 minutes into this specific video, but they gave the mic to him about 2 minutes in. I said that to say he ain't saying shit. This nigga ain't said nothing yet. He done said a whole bunch of jibber jabber. He going all around. Man, say what the fuck you trying
And
to
racism is a big concern. I don't know where the Raiders move from here, but the clock is ticking for the National Football League and the Las Vegas Raiders.
This may have been 10 years ago, okay, but Jon Gruden's response / excuse was recent. See, I don't think he understands what he did in that email. Right? When you insult a black man's intelligence by demeaning his appearance, that is racist. That is the only way I know it.
Shame.
That is the only way I was raised.
Right,
that is racist.
Yeah.
So we don't get to choose who we play for a lot as players. Okay, you get drafted. We're trying to earn as much as we can. I mean, we go by contracts and we play and we do what we can for our families. Sometimes we don't get to choose who we play for.
Right.
So, I mean, if I'm playing for Jon Gruden right now, I'm just keeping my head down and doing what I got to do and earn my check because I just do not feel connected to this head coach based on what this man has done, and I just feel separated. This isn't an attitude or an environment that is conducive to winning championships, but if this is what I got to do to play with a man that I feel this way about, I'll just do it and do my job and just worry about going home and getting back to my family, and that's not a way to win football.
Yeah, and you can do that in certain positions a lot easier than others, but like for me, I'm just thinking as the quarterback perspective, as the quarterback, if I was the quarterback on that team who would have to work with a guy day in and day out, this is my boss, this is my mentor, this is someone I'm supposed to trust, and ultimately this is someone I'm supposed to respect. I can't respect this. I can't respect it in 2011. I can't respect it in 2021. And to your point about the apology, I completely agree. And
no damn apology.
the only thing that I could say positive coming from this, Randy, kind of to your point, like speaking to the brotherhood of the locker room, I do believe in my life, in my NFL career, it was sometimes through uncomfortable conversations that we would have in the locker room that like the relationships galvanized and became better. You have real, meaningful, deep conversations with guys that you've been teammates with for a long time, but you haven't really gone there. You haven't had that, let me hear you out, let me hear your perspective. And that's, I guess, the only thing looking forward. But to this, it's disgusting, it's embarrassing. Rex, I know you were offended by it. I think we all were offended by it.
I'm embarrassed
and D.
by
Smith
Randy
is a
Moss.
friend of mine, so I take this personal in that regard as well. But whether he was a friend or not, this is unacceptable.
No, 100% unacceptable. And yeah, you're right. I was angry. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous and asinine, these comments. And to your point about the greatest thing, I've been around this game all my life.
Man,
my father
y'all
coached in
done
the
said
NFL,
some of this same
myself,
shit.
my twin brother, now my son for 5 years in the NFL. Over 50 years of coaching. You know the greatest part about coaching was that brotherhood.
Yes.
That locker room.
Yes.
That's it. And you know what? Look at us. We're from, hey, Rand, West Virginia. You're from Northeast. You're from the West. Yeah. All right? I'm from wherever, Chicago and born in Oklahoma. Like, look at this. But that's the beauty of it.
Oh, gosh.
We may look different. Black, white, anything in between. That's what the NFL locker room is made up of.
Yes, it is.
Different religious
Who said
beliefs,
that, Randy?
married, single, all this
Who
kind of
said
stuff.
that?
It's
Yes,
so
it
different,
is.
but that's the beauty of it. The greatest part of coaching is that brotherhood, that locker room. And you know what you can't have is a racist. And you can't have a racist comment. This comment right here, is Jon Gruden a racist? I don't know. But that comment damn sure is. Has no business being in our game. No business being in our game. That's how I feel. It's a racist. And you can't have a racist comment. This comment is a racist. And you can't have a racist comment. This comment right here, is Jon Gruden a racist? I don't know. But that comment damn sure is. Has no business being in our game. No business being in our game. That's how I feel about it.
His ass is
Rex,
racist.
obviously, there's going to be a lot of emotional responses to this. Teddy, I hear you saying basically if you were in that locker room today, you kind of just put your head down and you think of him as the leader in terms of the decision maker, but not necessarily a leader you respect. I'm curious from your perspective, Randy, if you were in that locker room today,
I ain't gonna say
would you
racist.
be able to play for him?
I don't know what them comments said.
Speaking of Teddy's
but
point,
I'ma feel like
basically
he
hears
is
talking about we got work to do, we got a job to do, and that's to provide for our families. And Teddy hit it right on the head of just putting your head down and going playing football. I speak about the game of football. I fell in love with the game of football, Sam, at 6 years old. And
here come
I
the
get
waterworks.
emotional talking about it because of situations like this. My civil rights were taken, were
don't do it.
messed with in high school.
Don't
over
do
the
it.
color of my skin. And now being able to play 14 years in the National Football League, to have something like this of a leader. We talk about leadership. We give guys these big contracts.
I'm finna hide my face,
because they want to
y'all.
be able to lead 70.
I'm finna hide my face. I can't do it. I'm embarrassed. Nah.
Me and coaches, equipment staff, and managers.
This
to
nigga
the
finna do
number
it.
one goal, and that's to win the championship.
Don't do it, dog.
And for us to be moving back and not forward in 21st century, like I said, man, National Football League, this hurts me. The clock is ticking, man.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
No.
I can play for you,
This-
but I'd rather not. Okay, I'd rather not do it, but if I have to do it, I will. And it's just because I have other people that I have to provide for, right? But I'd rather not do it. But we've done it before in different situations. We are all mentally tough people in that locker room, but it's something you'd rather not do.
Yeah, so this is what I think about. It's like Randy sitting up here feeling this way from a distance. I can't imagine a guy
can't do
in
it,
that
y'all. What the
locker
fuck
room
going
today
on?
trying to play a football game feeling that way.
With a heavy
And
heart.
she
How?
trying to push.
I don't know.
It hurts.
I don't know how. What? Max,
She trying to
Matt or
push out
Rex,
some
I would love
fake
to hear your
tears.
perspective. What should the NFL do right now? You see this response, and you guarantee there's a version of this response in that.
They say Hollywood fake.
Locker room. What should they do? How do you make this right? How does Jon Gruden make this right at this point? Or is it a lost cause?
I'm at a loss for solutions, but I think the answer to that question probably comes from somewhere inside that locker room in that Las Vegas.
Don't try to have no fake, sentimental little situation here going on. This is not organic. This is not genuine. Oh, man. And Randy, you ought to be fucking ashamed of your
Still
goddamn
following him.
self,
I mean,
man.
there's a big question. You have the slogan of Al Davis talking about, just win, baby. Today in Las Vegas, the slogan is must win, baby. So to be able to really see how this team responds.
Okay, man. Well, oh, man. Anyway, that's the end of that. I found a lot of comedy in that video, man, but y'all might not find it as funny as I found it funny. Well, anyway, tell me what you think about the video in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. And if you stayed all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. You rock with me. You a real one. Make sure you leave me some in the comment section. You ain't got to be shy. Until next time, SheldonVybez out this thing and we out.